Welcome back to We Chats with Brilliant People. In part 2 of this We Chat with Dick Gould, Dick talks about how working with the players at Stanford was interesting because they were so different to each other. He talks about how he perceives the difference with those players who went on to be some of the best in the world, like John McEnroe and the Bryan brothers. And as a Brit, I also asked him what he thinks about Andy Murray's game. So tune in and hope you enjoy. Let me know. Bye for now.
Welcome to We Chats with Brilliant People, hosted by Dr. Allison Rodius, Professor of Sports Psychology at John F. Kennedy University. In each episode, Allison talks to highly successful people in music, sport, and the boardroom. She digs into the mental training techniques that they use to ride out the waves that challenge them in work and in life. So enjoy these wee chats with brilliant people.
Most of that not just happened in my tenure, most of it I raised. And a lot of times you say, well, we raised this amount of money, but was that the guy actually asking for the pennies? And no, it wasn't. Well, in this case, it was.
Right.
We did things like our streaming system. No one ever had a streaming system anywhere near what we have. The scoreboard. I designed the scoreboard with the tech guys. The iteration of scoreboards before that, I designed that with the tech guys. Those are new things. When we hosted the Junior Davis Cup, we did it better than it had ever been done before. Little things. When we hosted the NCAA Nationals, I didn't host it for men or women. We hosted it for men and women.
Yeah.
And it's been that way ever since. And so those kinds of things, no one could ever look at us and say, I didn't want to ever look at us and say, hey, he's coasting.
Right.
That I want to think more, this is a dynamic place, it's a creative place, there's always something happening there that's never been done before. And I can give you another 10 examples of stuff that were first, and that I'm really proud of, as much as championships.
You know, as we wrap up, because I know you have a busy life here in Stanford, but what really stands out from my chat with you today is that your passion for growth in yourself, especially, and obviously in your players, that you encourage and cultivate this environment. But what you've done is you've never stood still. You know, we had the analogy of the escalator, and then you've just been talking about the creativity element. And I think it really, I've only just met you today, but I think it really makes you stand out, and it gives you that longevity as well, and the success. So I think your passion for growth and just keep going, keep learning, I think that's huge.
You're not going to be successful in anything if you don't do that.
Yeah.
And I think running scared because if you don't, someone's going to catch you, has always been in my subconscious mind. And that leads to self-improvement and learning from other people. You learn from your players, you learn from your players' parents, you learn from players' coaches, you learn from other coaches, you learn from other players. And I think the other part of it is I would hate to think that anyone ever played for me and left here and said he didn't have fun.
Right.
And that's really what it's all about. It's a sport. We forget that in today's world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a lot of things that, you know, with the money, especially that comes into sports, especially at a high level, I think it's such a shame that people get so focused on that, and people don't necessarily make it because it distracts them or it ruins them. So I think we definitely need to have as much fun as possible. Yeah. Okay, well, as we wrap up, I've got one last question.
This is a hard one, I can tell.
No, it's not a hard one, but
you get me this. This is not going to be a wee chat. This is going to be a big chat right now.
I've been asking this of everybody. So if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you try to do tomorrow?
Well, you can always fail. So that's the first thing. You run scared, right?
Run scared, yeah.
You can always fail.
Yeah.
I never think about failing. I don't think that's even a factor. I don't.
Is it in your vocabulary?
The last time I thought about failure, that must have been my first year of coaching or something. I don't even, you know, if you prepare well and you have a realistic goal, goal setting is a whole other topic. I'm not a big person of out there goals. I'm much more of a one step at a time goal person. Let's make this part better. Let's don't worry about winning the NCAAs. Let's worry about getting better on court today with your forehand. I think so. You can't fail then. See, so you're working on improving yourself, and the rest will take care of itself, and that keeps the pressure off you. I think I'm not real big on goals. I really am not. I was too focused on an out there goal when I started. I would every once in a while, every years, I'd ask my every rotation of 4-year players. I would send my guys write a little note card and ask them some questions, and one of them was, "What are your goals in tennis?" And every once in a while, I get a guy put in his card, "My goal is to be the number 1 player in the world." Now, can you imagine a kid getting up every morning who barely can shave, thinking, "I got to be number 1 in the world"? I mean, he's going to fail. So, I don't have those kinds of goals. My goal is to get a little better. And so how can I fail? I mean, there's always something I can improve.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I haven't thought about it much.
I like your answer. I mean, it's fascinating listening to everybody's different answers to that question. So I like yours. It has been a pure pleasure, an honor, a privilege to have be a guest here at Stanford University. Dick Gould, thank you so much for being part of the We Chats with Brilliant People list.
Well, I can chat a lot. I'm very brilliant. We talked about that when you asked me about this. I said, this is going to be a come-down show for you. But Allison, what a pleasure of me. And good luck with all you're doing. I'm really fascinated by
Thank you.
what you're doing.
So you'll be tuning into We Chats?
I don't know how to do it. I can barely with my computer on.
I'll show you while we're here.
I've learned a lot, believe me, about the internet. I've learned a lot. A lot of new things, believe me, having it fast.
Well, it's been a pure pleasure. Thank you very much. Tune in next time for We Chats with Brilliant People and see and hear who I am chatting to. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.
We hope you enjoyed these We Chats. You can follow We Chats with Brilliant People on Twitter @WeChats and Facebook, and subscribe to the podcast series on iTunes or any Droid platform. We Chats with Brilliant People.